Hey guys, welcome to another episode, and this time we have a laptop, nice looking laptop, 13-inch screen laptop from HP. It's actually in a quite good condition, like visually it's really nice. There's like one tiny scratch mark here. You can probably not see it even, or maybe in the light if I show you like this. The bottom of it looks also fine, really okay. And if we open it, there's some like protector for the keyboard and the screen, and palm rest, everything looks really nice. Maybe just need like a little bit of clean, but other than that it is perfect. Screen looks okay as well, just probably need to wipe it a little bit, and that's it. So visually it's in really nice condition. The processor here is Ryzen 5000 series, Ryzen 5. I think it's Ryzen 5600U, so most likely 6 cores, 12 threads. So that's quite nice upgrade compared to 3000 series. And considering it's 13-inch only, it's really nice, sleek laptop. Looks promising. From what I can see, the rubber feet on this side, those rubber strips, were actually removed before. And yeah, I was told that the laptop was in a repair shop and that the motherboard is faulty. So I'll open it off camera and we'll see together what's wrong with it. So as I said, those rubber feet were already removed to expose the screws underneath to take back the back cover. The laptop came in, from what I was told, because I don't know what's inside, came without the SSD because the owner kept it, but it came with original power supply, which is a nice touch, and this box right here. So it's box from this actual laptop, nothing else. So I'll open the back cover and we see each other in a moment. Okay, the laptop is now open. I took the back cover off. It came like this with the battery disconnected, so probably from the previous repair shop. And now we actually have two options. One option is that the repair shop was not very good and they couldn't fix it, and maybe we could fix it, we'll see. Or the other option is that the damage, whatever was fixed, is actually too serious to be fixed. So either that CPU or something else which is not repairable. I mean, it is repairable, you can replace the CPU, but it's probably quite difficult to find a donor, or doesn't make sense to buy separately, because you could probably buy a motherboard for that price. So it's not that easy to actually get hold of one, and even if you have one, well, rebuilding a CPU is not an easy thing. You need equipment, you need skills. So yeah, so hopefully it's the first option and we can find something that the previous repair shop couldn't. So I'll just put this aside, I don't want it to short something. And let's have a look at the laptop. So actually I will risk it and I will connect the battery. I don't see, by the way, I don't see any CMOS battery. This is a thin laptop. So actually all the coils I think are on this side, because on the other side I guess there's nothing bigger, no bigger components. Also there's no CMOS battery I can see, so most likely the main battery is also CMOS battery. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Let me open the laptop and let's press the power button. Oh, it's blinking white. Oh, I can feel the airflow beneath. So the fan is spinning. It stopped. It's starting again. The CPU is getting warm. Okay, it stopped again, so it's like restarting maybe. Do we get a picture? That would be lucky. Probably I'm not that lucky. Okay, it's still cycling. Now it's spinning. Turned off again. Let's give it a moment. Okay, it looks like, oh, now it's spinning. Oh no, it's cycling. So it's turning on and off, trying to turn on, but cannot. So let's unplug the battery, disconnect it. Alright, so let's have a look under the thermal camera. Maybe we'll see something obvious. If not, we'll do the usual. So inspect the board and check all the coils and all the important spots on the motherboard. Okay, small change of plans. Let's do the measurements first. If there's something wrong with the laptop, short or something, I don't want to cause any more damage. So let's measure first and then maybe we can pinpoint the problem easier. Okay, so let's start on this side. There's 19 volts here from the power supply. It's in 100 kilo ohms, it's fine. There's a big coil here, probably from the battery charging. 53 kilo ohms, that's fine. There's current sensing resistor, so the main power rail, it's in kilo ohms, rising mega ohms, 1 mega ohm, that's fine. Then we have some coil here. Okay, 95 ohms is close to the RAM chip, so it's most likely the RAM. So it looks good. Then we have a coil here, and we have kilo ohms. Okay, 2 kilo ohms, that's fine. Another coil here. Ooh, and we have a short or close to short. Okay, not sure what that is. Let's see in a moment. We have some more coils here so we can measure them as well. That's probably for CPU. 42 ohms. Oh, sorry, I'll measure again. I don't get the good contact. Okay, 5.4 ohms. And to the ground I have 1.4, so it's like 3 ohms. So I mean, for CPU it's kind of okay, I would say. This one here is probably the same, but I cannot measure it, cannot get a good contact. What's going on? Okay, it's the same, 5.3. This one is the same. Is it the same? No, it's slightly higher, so probably it's like the GPU part of the CPU, maybe 12 ohms. That looks good. And here 3 kilo ohms. That looks good. Since we're at it, let's check the 8 pin of the BIOS chip. It's here. Ooh, we have a short as well. So although the CPU coils measure fine, I'm worried. So this most like, I mean, the short on the 8 pin of the CPU of the BIOS chip may indicate a CPU, faulty CPU. And since this is shorted and this is shorted, this might be 1.8. Let's see if those are connected. Are these connected? Yeah, we have a short between them, so this is probably 1.8 volt, and that's not good news. So what we're gonna do, I guess I'm gonna do the voltage injection and see what's getting hot. I mean, I fear that it may be the CPU, so actually I will remove the heat pipe. I think I can remove the heat pipe itself without the fan, just to see everything. And I mean, to double check, I can also remove the motherboard if something is getting on the other side, but I think most of the chips are on this side. So yeah, let's have a look under the thermal cam and we'll see. Oh, and by the way, I think I had a closer look. I think the BIOS chip was being soldered. I mean, it's soldered well, but I can see it's like slightly not aligned. I mean, it's soldered, like the pins are soldered to the pads, but like slightly moved, so it doesn't look like factory. Also, there is like a residue of flux here that wasn't clean, cleaned, so I think that the BIOS was actually soldered. Just an FYI. Alright, so I have everything ready, the ground is connected, I have a positive probe in my hand with 0.9 volt and 2 amps of the current limit. Let me now inject the voltage into the coil, and it's drawing 0.9 of an amp, and as you can see the corner of the CPU, now you can see it, it's glowing. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but let's zoom in a little bit, actually a lot, so we can see the details. And let me do that once again. So I'll inject the voltage, and as you can see, the very corner of the actual CPU die is getting hot. So this most likely means we have a dead CPU. As you could see on the thermal camera video, the CPU is faulty, so this is a no fix for now. Not sure what I will do with this laptop. I can sell it on as faulty for parts. Maybe someone can make use of it, or I may try to actually remove the CPU and solder another one working. It's not easy to get one. I found one auction in Poland with HP motherboard, I think, or some other motherboard, I don't remember, with this CPU, so I would need to extract it from that board, assuming the CPU was working, and then solder it here. Quite a lot of work reballing of the CPU and then soldering it back here on this motherboard, so quite a lot of work. Probably the easier way is actually I found on AliExpress for approximately $75 used processors like this. So probably they come already reballed, so just remove this CPU and solder in new one. I may try that. It's a nice laptop, to be honest. I mean, a little bit girly because it's like this rose gold. You probably can't see it, but it's like pinkish. Um, so yeah, it's like pink gold. But it's a nice laptop and quite powerful for the size. So I mean, I have to think about it. It's probably, you know, I'm not gonna keep it like this because I would just lose money. So either I will sell it for the similar price I bought it, or maybe I'll invest a bit more and try to solder the CPU and then maybe sell it on or keep it, I don't know. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like the video, click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching.